woke up under a breathtaking Arizona sky, soft colors stretching across the horizon, stillness in the air, and the quiet kind of beauty that makes you pause. We hit the road, bound for a very different landscape. Our destination? Shiloh National Military Park in Tennessee. Just outside the gates of Shiloh, we pulled into a quiet picnic area tucked beneath the trees. But just as we unpacked lunch, the skies opened up. A sudden Tennessee rainstorm, sharp, steady, and unexpected, swept in, drenching the ground and wrapping the battlefield in mist. It only lasted about 20 minutes, but in that moment it felt like the land was reminding us this place has seen storms far greater. The Visitor Center gave us our bearings, maps, exhibits, and artifacts from one of the bloodiest battles of the Civil War. But what it couldn't show was the weight you feel in the air here. Some say you can still hear drums in the distance. From the Visitor Center, we hopped on our bikes and began the Shiloh Military Trail, a well-marked 10.1-mile loop that guides you through time. We stopped at the Confederate Memorial, unveiled in 1917. It's full of symbolism. The central figure is Victory, bowed in sorrow as she relinquishes her laurel wreath. To her right stands Death, receiving the wreath. To her left is Night, whose arrival ended the battle's first day and shifted momentum. It's not a monument to triumph, but to sacrifice. All around the park, you'll spot pyramids of stacked cannonballs. These mark key locations, division headquarters, artillery positions, and turning points in the battle. They're not grave markers, but they point to where history stood still. The little log church that gave the battle its name sits quietly now, rebuilt and peaceful. But during the fight, this was ground zero, a crossroads of chaos. Some visitors report cold spots here, even in the summer. Near the end of the loop, we stopped at the Confederate burial trenches, long grassy mounds where hundreds were buried side by side. No names, just numbers and silence. Then came Bloody Pond. Soldiers from both sides crawled to its edge to drink, to wash wounds, to die. The water ran red that day. Today it's still and silent, but something about it feels unfinished. At Pittsburg Landing, once a quiet steamboat stop on the Tennessee River, it became the lifeline for Union troops. Some say the river still carries the echoes of cannon fire, if you're there at dawn. Our last stop was the Shiloh National Cemetery, overlooking the Tennessee River, where more than 3,500 Union soldiers rest. Many are unknown. Some believe their spirits still wander the paths at dusk, looking for the ones they left behind. By the time we rolled out, the sun was getting low, casting long shadows over the fields. Shiloh doesn't tell just a story, it feels like one. As we headed off to our next adventure, we knew this stop would stay with us like a whisper.